assembled here are 5 hands of a cause. We are all Orthodox Baha'is, and each of us was appointed by the guardian of the faith to serve under him. And I wanted at this point to read something about what our responsibilities are. One of the points that needs to be brought forth is, according to the will and testament of Abdu'l-Baha, the hands of the cause of God must be nominated and appointed by the guardian of the cause of God. All must be under his shadow, obey his command. The obligations of the hands of the cause of God are to diffuse the divine fragrances, to edify the souls of men, to promote learning, to improve the character of all men, and to be at all times and under all conditions sanctified and detached from earthly things. They must manifest the fear of God by their conduct, their manners, their deeds, and their words. This body of the hands of the cause of God is under the direction of a guardian of the cause of God, and he must continually urge them. As you can see, this is an awesome responsibility, but it's a responsibility which is given to us, or which we have under the guardian of the faith himself. I became a hand of a cause through the appointment of Joel B. Marangella in April of 1997. Marilyn.
My name is Marilyn Meyer. I became a Baha'i in 1955. I was appointed as a hand of the cause by the third living guardian, Joel B. Marangella, at Rizwan 2004. And it is my pleasure to serve at his direction.
Marilyn, you're also the secretary?
I also serve as Secretary of the Provisional National Baha'i Council of the Orthodox Baha'i Faith of the United States of America. And part of my duties are to disseminate those directions, correspondence, articles from the Guardian to the Friends throughout the world.
And my name is Jeffrey Goldberg, and I declared my belief in Baha'u'llah in 1980, but did not find the Orthodox Baha'i faith until 1997. Until then, I didn't know that there was a living guardian, but once I did find out that there was a claimant to the office, I felt it incumbent upon me to investigate that. And in 2006, I was appointed by Joel Marangella as a hand of the cause. And it always seemed to me that we need to understand that hands have no authority whatsoever, and that we simply serve at the pleasure of the guardian and do whatever he asks us to do. One of the first things he asked me to do after I became a hand of the cause was to defend the Orthodox Baha'i faith against the legal onslaught by the Wilmette NSA. And that's pretty much been my duties as a hand since then. And I don't know what the Guardian's going to ask me to do in the future.
He also asked you to do a play, and you did that beautifully. Is that correct?
Yeah, actually, I think I did that before I became a hand. And that's, I guess, all believers it's incumbent upon them to obey the Guardian when he asks you to do something. So, otherwise, we don't have any authority whatsoever.
Ross?
My name is Ross Campbell. I became a believer in Baha'u'llah in 1998, and in the same year, I discovered the Orthodox Baha'i faith and became an Orthodox Baha'i. In September of 2006, the third guardian, Joel B. Marangella, appointed me a hand of the cause. I perceive my duties, or my duty as a hand of the cause, to complement the third guardian's declared purpose to oversee the reconciliation of separated Baha'is around the earth. That's his declared purpose, and he has assigned us some tasks in regard to that reconciliation, which includes posting on the internet. And so I've been attempting to do that in conformity with my submission to the third guardian.
Thank you. David?
I'm David Maxwell. I became a hand of the cause of God in November of 2006 by appointment of the third guardian, Joel B. Marangella. I initially became a Baha'i in 1963 at about the time when Mason Remy was giving his proclamation to the world, and at the same time when the larger Baha'i group was forming and having their first meeting under their Universal House of Justice. I became a Baha'i under Mason Remy at that time, and so never was a Baha'i under the heterodox organization, which is headquartered in Haifa and Wilmette. In 1966, during the initial court action that we were involved in, an injunction was ruled that since we lost the case, we were not to use the Baha'i symbols and so forth, which was a very consternating thing to have to experience during that time. And in fact, the light went out at that time for the faith, as far as I was concerned. And then when Joel B. Marangella announced that he was the third guardian, all of a sudden the light came back on again.